Hey everyone, what's going on? And welcome to a special series with Northernlion. We're going to be playing some head-to-head Hearthstone with some simple rules. We're going to be playing best of three. We're going to use the same deck, meaning we're not going to sideboard. And the only rules came from NL is that there's no net decks. Ryan, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going, man? I never thought I would see the day where I would be uploading Hearthstone content again, but no net decks against a guy who refuses to put money into the game seems like the right call for me to hop back in, I think.
Yeah, I was surprised when we were talking about, hey, how we're going to format this series and just have fun with it. I'm surprised you went with that. Why? What made you go with that?
Well, there's Hearthstone, I think, is really fun to play. Like I play a lot of Magic, and you use net decks in that all the time, and you win, and you feel great. But it's not really that exciting to watch. I'd rather see people go head to head with decks that they made themselves, rather than be like, okay, I know what all of my turns are gonna be before I even play them. You know, I know you're only gonna have 8 cards in your deck that I know. I'm gonna have 8 cards that you know, and then you just rattle it back off one another.
Yeah, see, I think this format fits me very well because we were talking last night and you're rattling off these meta names like Freeze Lock Jimmy Joe and Billy Goat Slider. I don't know, I just play I just throw stuff together and play. And
Well, but honestly, if you want to compete in this meta, you do have to get a Billy Goat Slider. That's just it's the best 2-drop. So,
all right, so tell me, I mean, without spoiling, tell
yeah.
me. Introduce your deck. So this is the first best of 3. I'm keeping track of wins, by the way. But
I wish you would, yeah.
so tell me, introduce your deck to me without spoiling it. Do you have a theme or a something?
So the theme for my first deck, which I built last night, is basically that I told you I wouldn't use that many legendaries, and I lied to you.
Oh, thanks. No honor. I think you learned something to play with Box, but apparently throw that out the window. Speaking of, by the way, I never thought I'd be playing Hearthstone with the CBS Sports icon.
Thanks,
the way,
man. I really think I could have made the semis, but top 8 is pretty good. Those games have tens of millions of players, so really to make it to the top 8, that feels really good. All that hard work in the off season really came in handy, except in Bloons where I got shit on every single time.
For people who have no idea what we're talking about, Ryan competed in a mobile esports tournament, which was as odd as it sounds, it was wildly engaging. I highly recommend you watch it.
Not just mobile though, mobile casual.
Mobile casual.
Yep. Yeah, I don't want you to think that we were playing Hearthstone up there. We were playing Hearthstone 256.
All right, you ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right, so I'm going to introduce my deck to you. This is my longest running deck. So I've kept this deck since the beginning and I've tweaked it each one. But this is I took Austin out in about 3 turns, and not because I'm good, but I hit really good RNG. But I call this one Highball 3.1. Just so
what does that even mean?
I don't know. I just called it Highball and it just stuck with it. I think I was looking at a rocks class or something when I made the deck.
What is a rocks class?
Rocks glass.
Oh, a rocks. Okay. I thought it was a lesson on minerals.
No, you're a mage?
Well, you're a hunter. It's not like that's any better.
You're the equivalent of a blue deck in MTG. And this is, if this alienates people, I don't care. Anyone that plays mage is the highest level of scum possible. But
yo, hunter is, well, mage in arena is scummy. Hunter outside of arena is pretty scummy. It's just explosive trap, freezing trap. Oh, there's a 1-mana 2/1 that when it dies, it summons a 3-mana 6/7 or something.
Wow. What was that just happened?
Oh yeah, that's Prince Malchezar. When you have him in your deck, he adds 5 random legendaries into your deck.
Oh.
Okay.
This is supposed to be a casual. I know it's come out stacking the deck.
No, it actually sucks. I'm so happy we're doing a casual series because I can play that card. I'm like, yeah, I want 5 random legendaries. Then you draw them in a competitive game, and you're like, this doesn't fit at all.
I may have been born before you, but I wasn't born yesterday. You're going to tell me you slide in 5 orange cards in your deck. Oh, it's not really that good.
Honestly, yes. And I know it's going to seem crazy, but it's like Magic, Everyone's like, why don't you just build a 100-card deck? Put a bunch of mythics in it. There's no maximum deck size. Nah, man. You want the best 60 cards. Or in Hearthstone, you want the best 30 cards. All right, Dan?
Yes.
Crank up your volume, man.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, go. It's another theme of all my deck box has an overarching theme that is every deck has to have at least one loot hoarder in it.
Well, I was gonna add a provisionary rule of the tournament that if you play 2 loot hoarders in the same game, you get like a side pot point.
That's like the over or something. Yeah. Oh man.
It actually does kind of look like that drawing you did.
I know the drawing was not that bad. It was pretty bad, but it wasn't that bad.
It was good. I mean, like, because I couldn't really pick loot hoarder out of a deck. Like, I couldn't picture the picture. I just know the noise, the sound it makes. But after I saw your drawing, it's like you drew something that's like hoarding. What did you say?
You couldn't have picked loot hoarder out of a lineup?
No, just by the sound.
He's the one who minds if you roll need, man.
I understand that, but I think that's the difference between your brain and my brain. Like, you have the ability to remember innate details. Like, if I told you a card, yes, you could probably describe exactly what it looks like, and maybe you've only seen it one time.
I don't know. Hearthstone cards are kind of stupid. Hey, give me that. I don't know if I could actually do that, but we'll see. This is another great one right here. If you got your volume up. Wait, do I even want... I don't know if I want to even play that guy right now. I don't know, maybe. Okay, let's do this. This is where this deck's going to get stupid, because I've got these legendaries I've never used before. Like Nat Pagel. Look at that picture, man.
What is it? He's got a... What is that?
That's a fish of some sort.
One may say that's maybe not a fish. It's the way he's holding it and the placement. Do you think there's any Blizzard artists?
Are you trying to suggest that the fish is his penis?
Do you think there's any Blizzard artists that like pulled like a Disney Aladdin thing where...
like they hid some dirty stuff?
Yeah, like if you freeze it at the right time, it says like, go screw a chicken or something like that.
I don't know, man. They already committed a crime by drawing him with these green and tan tearaways on, but...
They're the leather jogging pant, man. All right, what do I do here? What do I do? I'm going to slow play it here a little bit.
Oh, well, it's not as effective if you know it's coming. Well, I've already outlived Austin, just like I outlived him on the Nugget game as well.
Yes, I do have to say, like, so I've watched bits and pieces of everyone doing the Nug challenge. And what you had, what, 50?
I did 51.
51. I have to say, out of everyone, you look the least physically taxed.
It's flattering or very scary. Oh, dang, get ready, get ready. Tonight, I got a whole cast of awesome characters and animations to show you. This guy sucks, though, when he comes out.
I played Medivh last night.
Oh, for real? Like in the adventure?
Yeah. Wait, so let me ask you this. So when you were doing the nugs, like, is that an accurate statement? Like, did you feel...
I felt really bad after.
Like, how bad?
Like, I should have slept for like 5 or 6 hours, but it just felt wrong. It's like when you wake up from a nap and you're all groggy and like, why did I do that? It was like that, but with nuggets.
But you didn't look like when Melf did it. Like, he looked like distraught. Like, Bear even looked worn down. But you didn't look worn down.
I mean, I could have like, I didn't want to eat anymore, but I could have like gone outside and like walked for a bit. That would have been pretty cool. Oh, I see your plays, mister.
I played this a little too early and I just screwed that up, but that's all right.
Really,
I was thinking about the nugs.
Nat Pagel, man.
Barnes. These are kind of junk ones, huh?
Barnes is actually played competitively, but Nat Pagel is definitely not. And Prince Malchezar, he's played, but he's played in decks that like they want to just go make the longest game possible. So if you have 5 more cards, you win on fatigue if you can keep them back. Do
you think it's Nat Pagel or Nat Pagel?
I'm gonna say Pagel because it just sounds better. All right, check this out, Dan. I popped 3 of these bad boys yesterday in packs. It was well, okay, let's do it like this first. Popped 3 of these bad boys yesterday in packs. Keep calling it Austin Master Beardo.
That's pretty good.
This is like a horrendous misplay as well, but
was that off the pentagram?
This one might have been off the pentagram. I hate that I misplayed that so far. That's life. That's life, man.
So I posted a video opening 20 packs.
Yeah.
And like half the comments were "Hail Satan."
Yeah, one of my friends actually talked to me today, and he's like, he doesn't really watch what I do, but he's like, hey man, this is super weird, but I just saw that you were on the front page of Hearthstone with that Hail Satan stuff. I was like, yeah, that's life.
Wait, you were?
I was, yeah, well, I was like, you know, post number, 12 or something. And then all the comments were like, every single thread where, like, outside of the circle jerk where my name shows up, you can rely on one thing, and that's Michael A. Fox being in the comments saying, I went to high school with this guy. Ask me anything.
Oh, let's get this Austin trash out of here. So this is why this is Highball 3.1
Okay.
instead of 2.0, because I put the Rat Pack in there. That's a new card for me.
Yeah, no, that's, I don't remember if I cracked any of those, but it was one of the ones from the expansion spoilers that I was like, this looks pretty good.
Did you look through all the spoilers?
I did until, like, whenever there's a legendary, I look at it, and I'll look at, like, epics, but then there's, like, it's a 3-mana, 3/2. Okay, I don't need to be here anymore.
See, this is my problem with the mage. Like, you have, like, the superior 2-drop, or what do you, hero power.
Oh, the hero power is pretty bomb.
Babbling Book? What is that?
You've never
It's a
seen
game?
Babbling Book?
No.
Oh, it's an all-time classic, man.
There's
There's actually,
Hearthstone
like,
music on.
There's a copy pasta about Babbling Book that
What?
you'll laugh your ass off about, I guess. It's like, I fucking love this Babbling Book guy. How can you be sad when he comes out onto the board? He goes, like, do you want to cast a spell? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to cast a spell. Plus, you even get that 1/1 body on the board. How can you be mad at that? He's just so happy to be casting spells.
Wait, hey, if you look inside, there's a, I bet that says something inappropriate in a
Go screw a
Sanskrit
chicken.
language. Yes. All right, what do we want to do here? Ryan, what do we want to do here? See, like, to me, this is a perfect time to mind if I roll need, but
Right, yeah. Do you have a mind if I roll need?
I don't. I regret not putting them in here, but let's do this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good card.
Nat Peggle.
Oh, finally took him out. He's been doing a lot of work. 2-mana 0/4 that let me draw an extra card once. Pretty classy.
Wait, did you say copy pasta?
Wait, is it copy... How do you say pasta?
Pasta.
Pasta?
Yeah.
You guys are out of your mind.
What's you say? Like, I was thinking you said pasta. That just kind of slid under the radar. It's
Not
like, I
when
guess it's
say
like your
it to
bagel.
Twitch chat. Twitch chat goes crazy when I say it.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea.
Which is what?
Which is that I'm pronouncing it in a way that Americans don't pronounce it.
Well, maybe it's not Americans. Maybe it's everyone. Is this another one of your 5-droppers?
No, this one I actually put in there, I think. I don't have the greatest selection of legendaries, honestly, so...
This guy. How many legendaries do you think you have in the
I don't know, maybe
ultralight
like
beam?
30.
30 legendaries?
Yeah, maybe 25 to 35.
Have you put real money into this?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just...
I've probably spent, like, now that the new expansion's out, I've probably spent, like, maybe $400 on Hearthstone.
Over a 3-year span, that's...
Yeah. Oh, dude, I can't believe you actually put Alley Cat in the deck. It's got the worst art, I think, in Hearthstone history.
What is that coming out of his mouth?
I think it's, like, he's got gilded teeth or something.
What are gilded teeth?
No, they're teeth they're gilded with gold.
But what's gilded mean?
Gilded means covered in gold.
No, it doesn't. It means when you get a horse's things chopped off.
No, that's gelded.
What?
That's gelded, man.
Gelded is when it's like castration.
Yeah.
So what's gilded?
Gilded is when you get your dick covered in gold.
No, I think gilded, like the action of something to do with an organization within a game.
That would, yes, okay, that would be gilded as well. Guilded.
But what would be something in real life that's gilded?
Like like a bird cage, you know, a gilded cage.
Who are you hanging out with that has golden bird cages?
Who aren't you hanging out with? That's what I gotta know.
I guess so. I mean, I'm not the one going to after parties in Vegas with Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell, the Iceman. He really inspired this next move, by the way.
No. Wait. So, can you tell people about that or no?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it's not like at the Champions of Fire after party I saw anything that, you know, should stay in Vegas. I just went and there was, you know, Chuck the Iceman Liddell hanging out with Tony Hawk.
But was it billed to you like, hey, these guys are going to be here, or did they just show up?
It was billed like they were going to be there. There was also a rumor that Don Cheadle was going to be there. just saying that, it makes me laugh. And then also that the tall Latina girl from Orange is the New Black would be there. With the teardrop tattoo. But she was not there. And I think a couple people were real salty.
Do you watch Orange is the New Black?
I've seen the first 2 seasons and part of the 3rd one.
Wait, is she... I don't know who you're talking about. I met the one girl, though. In Canada.
From Canada?
In Canada. What's her
name? Canada.
I don't know.
How do you like that, Dan? MLG, switch to your hero power, switch back to mine, and then well played emote.
Wait, how did you do that? With this guy?
Yeah, this guy. But then they combine, so this guy's battle cries, he makes everyone else's battle cries trigger twice, and then this guy made me select 2 more hero powers. But I kind of like the one I had.
So you just chucked it to the side?
Yep.
You've played so many oranges.
Well, it didn't help, man. I got nothing here.
Wait, so what do you think about this theme?
The theme of your deck?
No, the theme of 3 crime families.
I think I was just hoping it would be like, you know. Well, I was gonna say like goblins. They've already done it. I was kind of hoping it would maybe be like a sci-fi, but then they've already done like the mech sort of focus. So just like you know, it's like your average Magic expansion where you're like, oh, we're going to the plane of Ravnica, and I'm like, all right. Ravnica
All right, this is gonna tell me a lot about you.
Okay.
Are you the type of Hearthstone player that will... All right, so you know you have lethal. Will you, like... Are you the type of person that gets it over with, or do you rub it in?
Enough said. No, I usually end it, but because so many of the quests now are, like, play X number of whatever cards, oftentimes, like, if I have lethal, I'll just try to run up a couple of cards to get that quest closer to being done.
All right, give me the honest answer without the incentive. Did you ever run it up on people?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In my younger days, of course.
What about on the flip side? When you know you're about to get torched, do you go down to the gear button, spam concede as fast as possible?
Yeah. Like I won't do it like because conceding does kind of take away someone's win. Like there's something nice about hitting lethal, but so I won't do it in these games. But in competitive games, if I get blown out on like turn 2 or turn 3 and there's just no chance to come back, then I'm like, yeah, okay, just get this over with.
Hey, so I was notified that in the comments that you opened like 100 plus packs.
Yeah,
is that right? And then Kate's the only one that pulled orange except for the pentagram.
I pulled 2 Auction Master Beardos, Austin Master Beardo, and then I got her 15 packs to open.
Was that Kate?
What's going on, Kate?
It's like
Hi, Kate.
Super snowing.
That never happens in Vancouver.
It's like
so
super snowing, Ryan. It's like this big of like snow.
She made.
Okay, I said hi.
Let the record know she made a fist size with her hand.
So big.
Dan says hello.
Hi, Dan. How is your daughter?
Oh, what?
What?
Kate.
Dan's child is a boy. She
knows that.
I don't think she did.
Ask her how the Windwood Quartet is.
How's the Windwood Quintet, Kate?
Quartet.
That from the record, please.
What did you say?
She said, "Scratch that from the record, please." Dan, it's turn 1. What are you doing here?
I was thinking.
Coin secret?
Sir Finley. How do you pronounce that? There's no
Sir
vowels.
Finley Murgletron, obviously. Don't you forget it, you little bitch. You think that's his machete? No, look at where it's coming out, man.
I'm starting to notice a pattern here.
You're about to notice a pattern. Right. Well, first off, this is a better play, but okay. What's that? Bear trap.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's gonna look pretty similar to last game.
How did that become a thing?
It's just though I didn't understand it because I never played WoW, and I was like, what does that mean? Roll need. It just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Wait, this Sir Finley Miggleton is garbage.
He's played competitively.
But why is that a good card?
Sometimes, you know, I'm trying to think. Maybe he's decent on curve in the early game, 1 mana, 1/3. And then maybe you're playing Pirate Warrior, which really wants weapons, but you didn't draw any weapons. You play that, then take the Rogue hero power, and now you got weapons. And then in the late game, sometimes, you know, you're playing as like a Warlock, so you want that card draw early, but then you get low on HP because you've been tapping it a little too much. And you go, you know, I'll take the Warrior hero power, so now I can keep my armor up, or the Priest hero power.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So what were the meals like during Tournament on Fire?
We pretty much handled our own meals.
Did you guys like collectively go out and like, oh, let's go to In-N-Out, grab a couple dogs?
I ate with Cobalt a couple times. I ate with some other dudes, but mostly it was just at the casino. We didn't have that much time. Ooh, Kazakus, please. All right. Dan, how much mana do I have? There's too much smoke on the screen. I can't see. 0 out of 4. Okay. All right, let's do this then.
Wait, walk me through this, because I've never played that card. You just make whatever spell you want?
Well, like, first it's like, do you want to make a 1 mana, a 5 mana, or a 10 mana spell? So I chose something, and then it says, they've got another effect here. What do you want to do? That? Ooh, I don't know. This is, let's try that, okay. And then, oh, I don't know about that, man. Ooh, really?
What's going on over there? I'm seeing a bunch of pies.
Yeah, I have a bad card back. Wait, what's your card back?
It's Ultralight Beam.
Fair enough. Mine is, it used to be the Samsung Galaxy card back.
Wait, what? There's a Samsung Galaxy card
Yeah,
back?
dude. You've never bought a phone just so you got a free Hearthstone pack out of it?
You didn't do that.
No. I like the Samsung Corporation.
You're not an Apple guy?
No, but I did just finish an iOS class, and I'm very happy that it's over so I don't have to do it again.
Why did you take it if you didn't want to take it?
Because it was one of the few classes in my track that actually has you make, like, a piece of software instead of just, like, tiny projects. So we got to make, like, an actual pseudo game thing, which was cool.
What do you got against Tiny Build?
They're okay. I got nothing against Tiny Build.
Wait, so I got to backtrack here for a second. So you're a Android guy, not an iOS guy.
Well, yeah, but it's just like I don't know if one is necessarily better. I've just used Android ever since I've had smartphones, so I know what I'm doing. Like, there's no faster way to make me feel stupid than like sit me down in front of a Mac and be like, okay, open Task Manager. Can't be done. I'm very sorry to tell you that.
But you've never wanted to flirt with the light side?
Just doesn't really interest me, honestly.
Does Kate have an iPhone?
Kate has a Samsung Galaxy, but she also has an iPad.
Okay. Did you use the iPad for Hearthstone or no?
No, she doesn't really play Hearthstone.
Do you though?
I have used the iPad for Hearthstone, yes.
Okay.
Damn, this Tundra Rhino. It does not mess around, dude. Check this out. This is the custom spell that I made.
What the? How? And you get 2 cards.
Yeah, deal 5 mana, or 4 damage to all minions, and draw 2 cards. So I had to choose those separately. I chose a 5 mana spell, and then I chose draw 2 cards, and then I chose deal 4 damage to all minions.
Good for you. That was a good play. You're
why
baking up in there.
I don't know
in
why
the
you
kitchen.
said it like that. Something about that didn't feel right.
What do we want to do here? What do we want to do? Let's go. Bolster our defenses, boys. All right, so I think it's pretty admirable. Whether that means anything or not, it's irrelevant. But so you're actually going to finish your degree?
It's not a degree.
Not finish a degree.
But I'm gonna finish my diploma.
And you're gonna have like what, a thing in programming?
What are you clicking on right now? What are you clicking on these vines? You breaking the vines? What's your environment of choice here? You like the campfire?
I usually go campfire. You know what one of my favorite is the target with the arrows, because it reminds me of London 2012.
We actually had to play London 2012 in the last Ultimate Chicken Horse episode because the game broke. So we just sat around for like 10 minutes, and then we're like, all right, I guess we'll play this instead. But yeah, I'm very slowly chipping away at what could eventually become another degree here, which is cool.
So what is like the official, what does it say when you're all set and done?
It's a software development diploma, basically. An associate's diploma?
Okay.
I don't really know. And then after that, you can work towards like an actual like bachelor's of science in computer science. But I will, I don't know. We'll see how that strikes me at the time. Oh, here we go, boys.
Do you feel you need that to do what you want to do?
Not really, but it's just a means to an end. Like, I'm learning how to program. So basically, it's like, I'm trying to think of a good metaphor here. It's like a lot of programming is actually like kind of boring, but really important. And everyone's like, I learned how to make, a neural network AI or something like that, and now I'm a genius. But you got to learn how to do like a bunch of bullshit that nobody ever cares about before that. So I did this so that I would force myself to learn the boring stuff, because I got someone looking over my shoulder being like, hey, if you don't do that, you're going to flunk out,
But do you feel like that was necessary?
Yeah, for me, I think it was. Because
now you can... So you got the base of a building, now you can slap on a thatched roof or a retrospective, photogenic...
Absolutely. Funky fresh.
Solar... Yeah. So your ultimate goal is what, to make a game?
I don't know. We'll see. It's a lot of work. It's more work than I expected.
Yeah, this is coming from a guy who puts out 5 videos a day. That's not a lot of work.
For 3 summers.
That's a good tie-in. I never thought of that.
I actually made a reference to that at Champions of Fire backstage, and people were like, what are you talking about? 5 beats a day for 3 summers. It's like, oh, I guess not everybody knows the Kanye West quote.
Not many do, but when you find someone that does, you don't forget that. Ooh, could this be it, boys? I don't think so. We'll try, though. We'll try.
Oh, my God.
I think we're just a little short. Come on. Are you holding on to the ducat in your pants? Are you holding on to the ducat in your pants? No! It's got the ducat!
Oh, this will be a really good time to draw Reno Jackson. That's not Reno Jackson. Alright, how are we going to get out of this? If I could do that and somehow kill my own dude, that would be a start.
Wait, before you play anything, we should make a rule where if you play back-to-back roll needs, it nullifies the game.
Like, that's just a win?
Yeah, no, it's not a win, but it's like a reboot. Or it's like when someone will call over a judge in MTG, you go, excuse me, this is playable? Have you ever had that happen in an MTG game?
Yes, many, many times, actually.
I'm going to go out and live and guess you weren't the guy that initiated it.
No, I have made judge calls. But
you have?
I have, but it's more like sometimes my opponent doesn't want to make a judge call because they're like a little shy, and then I'll be like, okay, don't worry, I'll call the judge. All right, Dan,
I thought
you could kill me here, obviously, or you could roll the dice with Mayor Noggenfogger, who makes all targets get chosen randomly.
Okay. Meaning that if I attack you, I'm going to attack someone else, right?
You could. I mean, if you try to attack me, you could attack any other character on the board.
Okay, I'll play the gentleman's game. I
appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, so I'll
here it goes, boys.
I'll give you the honor. I'll give you the honor. Who should I pick?
It doesn't matter who you attack. It could,
but it does.
No, because I think even if you target me, the reroll could get me as well.
Right, but it's like me. Hey, we're playing Russian roulette.
Yeah.
I'll give you the first trigger pull. So who do you want me to strike?
Okay. You know what? Take the first one at me, at face.
You sure?
Yeah, I believe.
Positive.
I believe.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. All right.
What a terrible card. It's a 9-mana 5/4 that does this. But you know what's good about it? You can use this. Like, let's say that your opponent has 1 life left and they got a 10 health taunter. You can use this to swing around it accidentally. But
all right, you got to tell me who's next.
Just go, man. Just go. You're roping.
No, we're playing Russian roulette.
Prince Belshazzar. Prince Belshazzar.
Is he far right?
Yeah, far right.
Ooh.
Oh!
Who's the next one?
Hit Mare Noggenfogger, far left. Oh. It's okay. Oh, you got him. Wow, that was stupid.
Well, you missed lethal, Dan. You missed lethal.
But maybe I didn't. Maybe that would have happened organically too. I didn't miss this. I could have sniped you.
I'm starting to think that this deck can't hang here.
I mean, you are going against Highball 3.1. I'm not going to brag at all, but Highball 3.1, I'll defend toward the ends of the earth.
Honestly, like it's got not the same cards as a full Beast Hunter deck, but it's pretty close in terms of its theming. I'm not saying you net decked it. I'm just saying, great minds think alike.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could always just hero power me anyway, but let's see. What's the best? Let's try this guy. I've never seen this guy before.
The supreme archaeologist.
Discover a powerful artifact.
See, I guess this goes to show you that oranges aren't always the way of life.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, it leads to some fun games, but it's not really a strong theme for a deck. Is to just be like, I'm gonna put all my legendaries in it.
All right, I'll give you 2 turns.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
What is this? What is that? Tell me. Okay, hold on. I just looked at this. Your weapon. Tell me that's not something it's not supposed to be.
It's a snake, man.
Your weapon?
Yeah, it's like. What does that look like? It's like an eagle on top of a stick or something.
Well, what are the 2 things on the bottom?
What are the 2 things on the bottom? It's gilded, man.
Are we looking at the same thing?
I think we're looking at the same. Why does this guy have? He's got so many explorer's hats. How does that happen?
I said I'd give you 2 turns, right?
I mean, yeah, but that was before I made this guy 17-18 and simultaneously summoned a 12-12. Yeah, I think that seems fair, honestly. Well, Highball 3.1 with the 2-0 sweep, box style.
Yeah. So I think we'll make a rule too. You can't use the same deck in progressive episodes, right? Just for your sake.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Well, that was a good entryway. I thought it went pretty well. I got to be surprised though. I thought you were gonna come a little more proper than you did.
Wow, you made it sound not that I played badly, but that I didn't prepare, and that's even more insulting. Because preparation is a plan to fail is a failure plan is something you don't do.
That's also 9/10 of the law, but
something like that.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, clicking the like button helps out, and also go ahead and check out Ryan's perspective so you can see how he concocted that magical pie spell. He threw it together.
The last thing I want to add is that right now, the way we're talking about these videos is that it'll probably be 3 times a week. Maybe Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That could change, though. And the middle episode will be the week's Tavern Brawl. So it's not just going to be our net decks, or not, sorry. Whoops. The truth comes out. No, it's not just going to be our homemade decks against one another. The middle one will be the Tavern Brawl. So there's going to be some constant weirdness in there that should be cool. Or, we can commiserate when it's the ones that are every deck is just 1 card. That's going to make for a fun half-hour long video.
Well, I mean, I guess I just assumed there'd be constant weirdness in each episode, regardless of the format we were playing.
Well, that's probably true. I mean, we are both here, so.
Wait, I got one question for you real quick before we go. Give me the name of one of your decks that you're looking at right now.
Okay. Probably the one that would make you laugh if I said it in my nerd voice is Medivh's Valet Aggro Mage.
So yours are like, yours are very poignant. Is that a word, poignant?
Well, they're intended. Like, I name them in such a way that I know what they're used for. Like, this one was called Legendary Mage. I have a secret paladin I use for the quests that are like, play 10 secrets. I've got a Murloc deck I use for play 75 Murlocs. And I got one called Sinvicta Pally Aggro, which is a deck list that he gave me.
This is a deck list that. Never mind. All right, I'm gonna give you the name of one of my decks, and I just want to see if you can tell me the class.
Okay.
And what you think the primary theme is.
Okay, that's a great game. I like this.
All right, I have one called Murray Boys.
Murray Boys. Okay. Murray Boys.
BOIS.
Oh, of course. Is it spelled Murray? Murry or Murray?
Murry.
Murray Boys. So I'm thinking like Murray. That sounds like Flight of the Conchords, some like New Zealand stuff, or Australia perhaps. And then I'm like, who's the most Australian characters in Hearthstone? I don't know, like Big Game Hunter or something. But jeez, man, I got no idea. But I'm gonna say that is. I have no idea, man. I'm gonna say it's a Warlock deck.
Okay. You got that right.
Really?
What is the Yes.
Well, okay, then I'm gonna assume that it's, I guess, a Zoo deck.
What's Zoo?
Zoo is like a lot of really low cost minions. You just try to like overwhelm the board.
Okay, that's also correct, but it's not the. What's the main thing in there? You're so close.
Oh.
You're right to the treasure.
All demons?
Oh, come on! You're so close. This is like playing what the $30,000 pyramid.
Yeah.
And you're there. You get all the hard work's done. Murray Boys.
Murray Boys. They all the animals have wings. Flight of the Conchords. Murray.
I think you're giving me too much intellectual credit.
Just hook me up. I think I'm 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
It's just all Murlocs.
Oh, god damn it. It is like the $25,000 pyramid. Of course, Tom Cruise.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you guys 2 days from now.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully with the Tavern Brawl this week.
All right. Later, guys.
Later.